The skies crackled with unrelenting lightning as the thunderous roars of two mighty gods clashed in a battle of titanic proportions. Enel, the self-proclaimed god of Skypea, stood atop a massive cloud, his eyes glowing with the arrogance of divinity. He summoned bolts of lightning from his fingertips, each one capable of obliterating anything in its path. On the ground below him, Thor, the god of thunder from Norse mythology, raised his mighty hammer, Mjolnir, deflecting the surging electrical fury with ease. But despite Enel's overwhelming power, Thor's raw strength and centuries of battle experience gave him an edge. A single devastating swing of Mjolnir sent a shockwave that tore through the atmosphere, pushing Enel back. The lightning god reeled, temporarily staggered, his body vulnerable to the strike. In that brief moment of weakness, Thor pressed his advantage, hammering Enel with a series of brutal blows, each one lighting up the sky with destructive force. Enel, enraged by his opponent's audacity, released an enormous surge of electrical energy, consuming everything in its path. But Thor, knowing the true extent of his own power, revealed his trump card, the Power Stone. With a fierce grip, Thor summoned the stone's energy, channeling it into Mjolnir. The hammer's enchantment twisted as the power surged, and a dark, ominous aura enveloped Mjolnir. The once golden lightning now turned pitch black, crackling with a terrifying energy. Enel's eyes widened as the storm clouds above darkened, and the heavens themselves seemed to tremble in fear. A blast of black lightning erupted from Mjolnir, unlike anything Enel had ever faced. The dark energy seared through the air like a living entity, slicing through Enel's defenses. The sheer force of the strike was beyond anything the sky god could have anticipated. He was thrown back, his body smoking from the powerful onslaught, blood trickling from his wounds. Despite his mastery over lightning, Enel struggled to recover. His once godlike confidence shattered as he staggered, severely wounded. His body, once a vessel of infinite power, could barely stand against the overwhelming force of the Power Stone's black lightning. Thor, standing tall amidst the chaos, felt the immense strain of Mjolnir's power. The hammer cracked and groaned under the unimaginable energy it was channeling. But in that moment of victory, Thor could feel it. Mjolnir was reaching its limit. The hammer, unable to contain the Power Stone's overwhelming surge, began to fracture, its enchanted core struggling to maintain its shape. With one final roar of defiance, Enel, bloodied and battered, summoned a massive electrical storm in a desperate bid to strike Thor down. But the heavens seemed to answer Thor's call. Mjolnir, though cracked and splintering, still pulsed with the dark energy of the Power Stone. With a final, earth-shattering swing, Thor unleashed the last of his divine might, sending Enel crashing to the ground in a storm of darkness and lightning. But the price of victory was steep. Mjolnir shattered in Thor's hands, its once glorious form reduced to fragments, unable to bear the might of the Power Stone. Thor, too, was left weakened by the monumental clash. But despite the toll on both gods, the battlefield lay still, the storm clouds dissipating as the echoes of battle faded away. The clash of these two divine forces had left the world forever altered. In the aftermath, only one question remained. Who truly reigned supreme? The ruler of the skies or the god of thunder?